Western Australia has a long golden history. It's this amazing little mineral that has helped shape our great state. You see, in the late 1800s, people were hearing about a gold rush happening in the red, dusty fields of Western Australia. So they were coming from all over the country and all over the world to try their hand at striking it rich and creating a better life for their family. And you can learn about it all here at this place behind me. So come along. I've heard it's pretty mint. There are many tours for visitors to take here at the Perth Mint, and most start at the meeting place mosaic called Pretty Country. It celebrates the spiritual connection of the First Nations people local to the area where the Perth Mint now stands. Before British settlement here in the early 1800s, the local First Nations people lived off the land independently, spiritually, and sustainably. They camped by the wetlands and along the river, which provided fertile, lush, and ample hunting grounds for them. This specially commissioned piece of art was based on a design by local Wadjuk Yuet Balladong man Kevy Binder, and it's absolutely stunning. There are so many highlights to see here, and one of the favourites is the live gold pour. It takes you back in time where you can imagine what it was like when the Perth Mint's melting house was in full swing from 1899 until 1990, before they moved operations to the Perth airport. Watch on as the 200-ounce gold bar is melted down and poured into the crucible at 1,064 degrees Celsius. I should have worn my sunglasses. From 200 ounces to 1 tonne. Imagine the feat in creating this gold coin. Now behind me is the Australian Kangaroo, and if you're thinking of nicking this thing, you actually might need a little bit more than Ocean's 11. It weighs a tonne, and on face value it's worth $1 million. It actually holds the award for being the biggest gold coin ever minted. It was given to the Perth Mint for this back in 2012 by the Guinness World Record. And it is the crowning achievement of the Perth Mint since the mint itself was minted in 1899. Now standing here looking at it, I tend to agree. Mr. Clooney, I've got a job for you. Measuring 80 centimetres wide and 12 centimetres deep, it's also 99.99% pure gold. Now that's impressive. And if you thought you couldn't get any purer than that, think again. This is the trial plate 42C made in 1957. This unassuming gold plate is one of the purest pieces of gold ever made by the Perth Mint at 99.9999% purity. That's a lot of nines. Also making it one of the purest pieces of gold in the world. Look at this absolutely magnificent specimen, and I mean that when I say that, because this isn't actually called a gold nugget, it's a gold specimen, and that's what happens when you get a whole heap of gold dancing through the quartz like that. This is the King Henry. It was discovered in 2018 in Kambalda, which is about 630 kilometres east of Perth, and it is an absolute monster. It weighs all up around about 93 kilos, but there's actually about 1,400 ounces of gold through it. All in all, it's worth around about $3 million. Long live the king. And how's this for one of the most beautiful silver nuggets ever? Found in the year 2000, the Karatha Queen weighs 145 kilos and contains around 100 kilos of silver. It was discovered at the Elizabeth Hill mine around 50 km south of Karatha. Your Majesty. So there you go, a little bit of a window into our golden past. The Perth Mint is Australia's oldest operating mint, and it's Perth's premier destination to experience the magic and allure of gold. If you want to come and join us, head to the website. Take Afterpay?
No.
Who doesn't take Afterpay?